league on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets, and it's coming up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Pushing his way through and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And right away he lost the football. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. But once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshibas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Stays on his feet. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Snap comes at 1. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Burrow will throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down and 4. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
On 2.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gun.
Now Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
180.
Burrow looking to pass. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And New York set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
11 Mighty, 11 Thomas, 12, 11, 11, 11.
Another run for Brown on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll go again with Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A give running right is Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. 3rd down, here's Brown. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And the Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 3rd down and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And the stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This completes to Corley. So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1, ready?
And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Ready?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll drop the throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshibas. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And New York set to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 52 yards.
And the Jets are able to widen their advantage.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well. Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
Evades the tackler, and now some space.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McPherson on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That's caught left side, Ruckert with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This is Brown going up the middle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
180, 11 MT, 11.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
11.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I'm wondering. 12. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
This completes to Corley.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here's a give to Hall.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Here's Hall again.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.